guys, I'm going to do a quick video on this week's lesson. This is kind of a review. You've been learning about Narrator since kindergarten. So I'm going to do a quick little review video. A narrator is a voice that tells the story. So the author writes the story and the narrator is who's telling the story. We look at this in 2 points of views. We have a first person point of view and a third person point of view. A first-person point of view is a character in the story that is telling the story about themselves, okay? So if Miss Lowe was telling a story about me, I would use pronouns such as I, me, we, my, us, okay? Heidi and I went on a walk yesterday. Oh, my lights. And while on our walk, we saw a coyote. Okay, that didn't really happen, but that was just me pretending to be the narrator. Notice how I used I, me, we, okay? If you look down here at this little story, it says, one day I went to the store to buy new shoes. I used my allowance to get the new tennis shoes I had wanted forever. My friend Bob had a pair just like them. So that is first person point of view. That's the person in the story telling the story about themselves. I, me, we. And I should be a big indicator, okay? I is the person or character telling it about themselves. Third person is when there's an outside voice telling the story, okay? That would be like Miss Smith telling the story about Heidi and I. She would say, yesterday, Miss Lowe took her dog Heidi on a walk. And while they were on the walk, she saw a coyote. Notice how I'm not telling the story. Miss Smith would be narrating the story about me. Some pronoun clues on this one would be he, him, his, her, they, their, them. Okay, they use the characters' names. Okay, Miss Smith would say Miss Lowe and Heidi. Okay, she wouldn't say Heidi and I because she didn't walk Heidi. I walked Heidi. The narrator is not part of the story, okay? It's an outside voice. The narrator is not part of the story. So once upon a time, there was a farmer named John. He lived with his wife Jane and their 3 sons. The farmer and his wife were very poor, but they were happy. An outside voice is telling that story. So just a review, I know this was a super quick video. A narrator is a voice that tells the story. The narrator is a voice that tells the story. The narrator is not the writer of the story. A narrator is a voice that tells the story. Tells the story, okay? With their voice. Narrator. That's a narrator. And then point of view, we have first person and third person. First person point of view is when the character is in the story telling the story about themselves, okay? I, me, we. Remember those. Third person is when an outside voice, okay, is telling the story about someone else, okay? Big clue for that one is the character's name is used, all right? And they also use he, him, his, her, she, they, them, okay? The narrator is not part of the story in that case. So just a quick review, a narrator is a voice that tells the story, all right? So a narrator is the voice that tells the story. First person point of view is when the character in the story is telling the story about themselves. And third person is when an outside voice is telling the story. I hope this helps. Please watch this video. I know I went a little fast. Watch this video if you need any more tips or to learn more about narrator. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.